Ragamuffin apocalypse, Georgia lead the way. Vibration shake the cable, but me sa nah shake for nobody. Unless them cute talkie there. Me sa Eiffel Studio down now load. Okay there. Whole album on the way. Summertime maybe. Yes sir. Me sa gay as just son love suck dick proper. Acoustics of men one full force no bother. Jobless. Me sa gon' live shortly chat. Tank on no office you no on the stream. Bombard. Apocalypse. Done. Yeah, big up. Mesa come true like apocalypse. Bombard. FL Studio on the rhythm. Mesa gay and ready for ride it. Pull up, pull up. Mesa FL Studio download. Okay there. Install tonight on stream. Bombard, you know. Mesa gay as just son, Mesa love suck dick slow. Acoustic version first, then full production more. Mesa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ, put the energy on the show. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Mesa Georgia Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Mesa plenty song for Mesa first album. Yes sir, no one talk too much yet, but Mesa do the soft one first. Mama, learn the big fancy tool, a drum and bass pile up high. The soft one come like Riverside, raw like how them born.
Okay. We'll try this again, guys. I'm sorry. Daddy shot a man down in Central Station in front of a big black crowd. Whoa. Oh. FL Studio done download. Okay there. Install tonight on stream. Bombard, you know. Mesa gay as just son. Mesa love suck dick slow. Rakoski version first, then full production go. Mesa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ when the energy. We've got some more child games to play. I'll wait a minute though and see if anybody filters in. And kind of go from there. More. In Central Station, run up a big old crowd. Whoa. Even if only 10 people hear it, Misa get the song off. Misa chest brothers hey. Misa stay true to Misa gay self Jano. Windows 11 no mess up, please HDI cable. You want fix the glitch, no more shot. Misa wa play Donkey Kong 2, then go live chat, see you know there. Misa gay as album bad. Misa Buddha sucking dick, put that vibe in the track. Misa gay, every gay. Ragamuffin apocalypse, Georgia lead the way. Vibration shake the cable, but Misa nah shake for nobody. Alright. Unless them cute talkie there. Misa FL Studio down now load. Okay there. Whole album on the way. Summertime maybe. Yes sir. Misa gay as just son love suck dick proper. Acoustics of men one full force no bother. Jobless. Misa gon' live shortly chat. Tank on no office you no on the stream. Bombard. Apocalypse. Done. We're like big meat. Yeah, big up. Mesa come true like apocalypse. Bombard. FL Studio on the rhythm. Alright. Mesa gay and ready for ride it. Pull up, pull up. Mesa FL Studio download. Okay there. Install tonight on stream. Bombard, you know.
Misa gay as just son, Misa love suck dick slow. Acoustic version first, then full production more. Misa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ, put the energy on the show. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Misa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Misa plenty song for Misa first album. Yes sir, no one talk too much yet, but Misa do the soft one first. Mama,
there we go.
The big fancy tool, a drum and bass pile up high. The soft one come like Riverside, rah like how them born. Ooh, my album tell whole story of Misa life, marriage picnic and Misa gay life. Misa excited for share pan stream, but that it live. Bombard, Misa officially gay. Okay day, Misa good at sucking dick. You know, the real one take many months. Misa self-produce everything slow, but worth it though. Misa FL Studio done download. Okay day, install tonight pan stream. Bombard, you know. Misa gay as just son, Misa love suck dick slow. Ragoski version first, then full production go. Misa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ, when the energy pan the show. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Misa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Misa go back bad old tune, find new nice song, conductor and voicing. Soft record come, no need fish shout out easy fi sing again and again. Real album dark side you never see, much darker and extra gay. Bombard, Misa make music for Misa self dump all the feeling pan tape it cathartic, yeah. Even if only 10 people hear it, Misa get the song.
Fucking know that dick neat.
Misa stay true to Misa gay self, Jano. Windows 11 no mess up, please HDI cable. You want fix the glitch, no more shot. Misa wa play Donkey Kong 2, then go live chat, see you know day. Misa gay as the album bad. Misa good at sucking dick, put that vibe in the track. Misa gay, every gay. Ragamuffin apocalypse, Jaja lead the way. Vibration shake the cable, but Misa nah shake for nobody. Unless them cute talkie day. Misa FL Studio down now load. Okay day. Whole album on the way. Summertime maybe. Yes sir. Misa gay as just son love suck dick proper. Acoustic soft main one full force.
Ruh-roh.
Jobless. Misa gon' live shortly chat. Don't go no office you know on the stream. Bombard. Apocalypse. Done.
Bananas?
Yeah, big up. Misa come true like apocalypse. Bombard. FL Studio on the rhythm. Misa gay and ready for ride it. Pull up.
Mr. 777, welcome.
Misa FL Studio
I would say, generally speaking, on my system, Linux is better for 90% of the use case that I have for it. However, since I have a newer RTX card, a 5060, specifically a Max Q version, for the laptop version, the drivers for this card are not very good yet. So 5000 series cards in general are just having more issues, unfortunately. I mean, everything works, but you find yourself having to deal with more issues, less stability, stuff like that. So I would say gaming performance in general is better, but actual operating system performance, multi-monitor support, everything else just works better in Linux for me. Way faster. There that fucking bitch is. Fuck. Mama. I just shut the man. Hold on, guys. I got a fucking palmetto bug on my thing. Trying to eat me.
apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. He's a judge, a rasta, come make the whole place mess up. He's a go back, but old tune, find new nice song.
That motherfucker fell again, didn't it?
Soft record, come, no need to shout out easy if you sing again and again. Real album, dark side, you never see much darker and extra gay. Bombard, me's a make music for me, so self-dump all the feeling.
Oh, there it is.
Even if only 10 people hear it, me's I get the song off, me's a chest proud as hell. Me's a stay true to me.
Oh, he dead. Okay, there. Holy buttercock. Sorry. Sorry, little palmetto bug, but you're a corpse now. I'm gonna sweep you into a trash pile. For some reason, this fucking thing would not, I repeat, would not get the fuck away from my computer. Alright. Hopefully that's the only one. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big up. Mesa come true like apocalypse. Bombard. FL studio on the rhythm. Mesa gay and ready for ride it. Pull up. Mesa FL studio download.
Not even spooky.
Install tonight on stream.
Or is this like some fucking commentary on veganism?
Acoustic version first, then full production more. Mesa gay, extra gay flow, sucking dick champ, put the energy on the shore. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Mesa judge a rasta, come make the whole place mess up. Mesa plenty song for Mesa first album, yes sir. No one talk too much yet, but Mesa do the soft one first. Mama, learn the big fancy tool, a drum and bass pile up high. The soft one come like Riverside, raw like how them born. Ooh, my album tell whole story of Mesa life, marriage picnic and Mesa gay life. Mesa excited for share pan stream, but that it live. Bombard, Mesa officially gay. Okay day, Mesa good at sucking dick. You know, the real one take many months. Mesa self-produce everything slow, but worth it though. Mesa FL Studio done download. Okay day. Install tonight on stream. Bombard, you know. Mesa gay as just son. Mesa love suck dick slow. Ragoski version first, then full production go. Mesa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ when the energy pan the shore. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Mesa judge a rasta, come make the
holy shit.
Mesa go back, but old tune, find new nice song, clan, guitar and voicing.
Interesting. Wish I could listen to that without getting copyrighted, but I don't think I can.
Even if only 10 people hear it, Mesa get the song off, Mesa chest proud as hell. Mesa stay true to Mesa gay self, Jano. Windows 11 no mess up, please HDI cable. You want fix the glitch, no more shot. Mesa wa play Donkey Kong 2, then go live chat, see you know there. Mesa gay as the album bad. Mesa good at sucking dick, put that vibe in the track. Mesa gay, every
The Hamburger Shop.
in apocalypse, Georgia lead the way. Vibration shake the cable, but Mesa not shake for nobody. Unless them cute talkie there. Mesa FL Studio down now load. Okay there. Whole album on the way. Summertime maybe. Yes sir. Mesa gay as just son love suck dick proper. Acoustic soft main one full force no bother. Jobless. Mesa gon' live shortly chat. Thank up on the stream. Bombard, Rapocalypse. Done.
Yeah, big up. Misa come true like apocalypse. Bombard. FL studio on the rhythm. Misa gay and ready for ride it. Pull up.
Oh hell yeah! All I know was that my dad he shit up on my air mattress and that was fucking Bob. Yeah, it made me sick to my stomach, but I don't know why he did that shit. It made me run then. It made me so damn sad and sick to my stomach. Start the fucking game. The demo represents a work in progress. The game is still in development. And some content, visuals, and gameplay, yeah, elements may change in the final version. Yeah. Would you like to start the fucking demo, bruh? Yes. I make my ass come.
No one talk too much yet, but me so do this soft one first. Mama, learn the big fancy tool, a drum and bass pile up high.
This is the hamburger shop that my grandpa used to run. One time I caught him with a dick in his bum. Been a month since grandpa passed away. I inherited the shop from grandpa today. Today is my first day managing the shop. Hope it all goes well, sucking the cock. And boo-goos up inside of my ass. Finally, a game that doesn't make you pick up every piece of trash and take it to a dumpster.
Install tonight on stream. Bombard, you know. Mr. Gay has just on Mr. Love Suck Dick Slow. Rakoski version first, then full production go. Mr. Gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ when the energy pan the show. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Mr. Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Mr. go back bad old tune, find new nice sound, clan up, tar and voice in. Soft record calm, no need fish out hard, easy fi sing again and again. Real album, dark side you never see. Much darker and extra gay. Bombard, Misa make music for me, so self-dump all the feeling, pan tape it cathartic, yeah. Even if only 10 people hear it, Misa get the song off, Misa chest proud as hell. Misa stay true to Misa gay self, Jano. Windows 11 no mess up, please HDI cable. You want fix the glitch, no more shot. Misa wa play Donkey Kong 2, then go live chat, see you know day. Misa gay as the album bad. Misa good at sucking dick, put that vibe in the track. Misa gay, every gay. Ragamuffin apocalypse, Jaja lead
Hell yeah.
the way. Vibration shake the cable, but Misa not shake for nobody. Unless them cute talkie.
3-1.
Misa FL studio down now load. Okay day. Whole album on the way. Summertime baby. Yes sir. Misa gay has just son love suck dick proper. Acoustics of main one full force no bother. Jobless. Misa gon' live shortly chat. Tank on no office you no on the stream. Bombard. Rapocalypse. Done.
Yeah, big up. Misa come true like apocalypse. Bombard. FL studio on the rhythm. Misa gay and ready for ride it. Pull up. Misa FL studio download. Okay day. Install tonight on stream. Bombard, you know. Misa gay as just on Misa love suck dick slow. Acoustic version first, then full production go. Misa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ, put the energy on the show. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Misa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Misa plenty song for Misa first album. Yes sir. No one talk too much yet, but Misa do the soft one first. Mama, learn the big fancy tool, a drum and bass pile up high. The soft one come like Riverside, raw like how them born. Ooh,
whole story of Misa life. Marriage Pickney and Misa gay life. Misa excited for share pan stream, but that it live. Bombard, Misa officially gay. Okay day, Misa good at sucking dick. You know, the real one take many months. Misa self-produce everything slow, but worth it though. Misa FL Studio done download. Okay day, install tonight pan stream. Bombard, you know. Misa gay as just son. Misa love suck dick slow. Ragoski version first, then full production go. Misa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champion the energy.
I tried to do that.
Lips, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Misa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Misa go back bad old tune, find new nice sound, clan up tar and voice in. Soft record come, no need fish out loud, easy fi sing again and again. Real album dark side you never see, much darker and extra gay. Bombard, Misa make music for Misa self dump all the feeling pan tape it cathartic, yeah. Even if only 10 people hear it, Misa get the song off. Misa chest proud as hell. Misa stay true to Misa gay self, Jano. Windows 11 no mess up, please HDI cable. You want fix the glitch, no more.
That looks good.
Misa wa play Donkey Kong 2, then go live chat, see you know day. Misa gay as the album bad. Misa good at sucking dick, put that vibe in the track. Misa gay, every gay. Ragamuffin apocalypse, Jaja lead the way. Vibration shake the cable, but Misa nah shake for nobody. Unless them cute okay day. Misa FL Studio down now load. Okay day.
Perfect.
Whole album on the way. Summertime baby. Yes sir. Misa gay as just son love suck dick proper. Acoustic soft main one full force no bother. Jobless. Misa gon' live shortly chat. Tank on no office you no on the stream. Bombard. Apocalypse. Done. Yeah, big up. Misa come true like apocalypse. Bombard. FL Studio on the rhythm. Misa gay and ready for ride it. Pull up. Misa FL Studio download. Okay day. Install tonight pan stream. Bombard, you know. Misa gay as just son. Misa love suck dick slow. Acoustic version first, then full production go. Misa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ, put the energy on the shore. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Misa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Misa plenty song for Misa first album. Yes sir. No one talk too much.
Perfect,
Learn the big fancy tool at drum and bass pile up high. The soft one come like Riverside, raw like how them born. Ooh, main album tell whole story of Misa life. Marriage Pickney and Misa gay life. Misa excited for share pan stream, but that it live. Bombard, Misa officially gay. Okay day, Misa good at sucking dick. You know, the real one take many months. Misa self-produce everything slow, but worth it though. Misa FL Studio done download. Okay day. Install tonight pan stream. Bombard, you know. Misa gay as just son. Misa love suck dick slow. Ragoski version first, then full production go. Misa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champion the energy pan the shore. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Misa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Misa go back bad old tune, find new nice sound, clan up tar and voice in. Soft record come, no need fish out loud, easy fi sing again and again. Real album dark side you never see, much darker and extra gay. Bombard, Misa make music for Misa self dump all the feeling pan tape it cathartic, yeah. Even if only
my fucking back.
Misa get the song off. Misa chest proud as hell. Misa stay true to Misa gay self, Jano. Windows 11 no mess up, please HDI cable. You glitch, no more shot. Me say wa play Donkey Kong 2, then go live chat chat. See you know there. Me say gay as hell bombard. Me say good at sucking dick, put that vibe in the track. Me say gay, every gay. Ragamuffin apocalypse, Jaja lead the way. Vibration shake the cable, but me say nah shake for nobody. Unless them cute talkie there. Me say FL Studio down now load. Okay there. Whole album on the way. Summertime maybe. Yes sir. Me say gay as just son love suck dick proper. Acoustic soft main one full force no bother. Jobless. Me say gon' live shortly chat. Tank on no office you no on the stream. Bombard. Apocalypse.
Oh.
Done.
Yeah, big up. Mesa come through like apocalypse. Bombard.
Oh, my back.
FL is studio on the rhythm. Mesa gay and ready for ride it. Pull up, pull up. Mesa FL studio download. Okay there. Install tonight pan stream. Bombard, you know. Mesa gay as just son. Mesa love some dick slow. Acoustic version first, then full production more. Mesa gay,
Yeah, this is a good movie.
extra gay flow, sucking dick champ, put the energy on the shore. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Mesa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Mesa plenty song for Mesa first album. Yes sir.
Holy shit.
No one talk too much yet, but Mesa do the soft one first. Mama, learn the big fancy tool, a drum and bass pile up high. The soft one come like Riverside, raw like how them born. Ooh, my album tell whole story of Mesa life, marriage picnic and Mesa gay life. Mesa excited for share pan stream, but that it live. Bombard, Mesa officially gay. Okay day, Mesa good at sucking dick. You know, the real one take many months. Mesa self-produce everything slow, but worth it though. Mesa FL Studio done download. Okay day. Install tonight pan stream. Bombard, you know. Mesa gay as just son. Mesa love suck dick slow. Rakoski version first, then full production go. Mesa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ when the energy pan the shore. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Mesa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Mesa go back bad old tune, find new nice song, conductor and voicing. Soft record come, no need fish out loud, easy fi sing again and again. Real album dark side you never see, much darker and extra gay. Bombard, Mesa make music for Mesa self dump all the feeling pan tape it cathartic, yeah. Even if only 10 people hear it, Mesa get the song off, Mesa chest proud as hell. Mesa stay true to Mesa gay self, Jano. Windows 11 no mess up, please HDI cable. You want fix the glitch, no more shot. Mesa wa play Donkey Kong 2, then go live chat, see you know there. Mesa gay as hell bombard. Mesa good at sucking dick, put that vibe in the track. Mesa gay, every gay. Ragamuffin apocalypse, Jaja lead the way. Vibration shake the cable, but Mesa nah shake for nobody. Unless them cute talkie there. Mesa
I guess he wants to.
Okay there. Whole album on the way. Summertime maybe. Yes sir. Mesa gay as just son love suck dick proper. Acoustic soft main one full force no bother. Jobless. Mesa gon' live shortly chat. Tank on no office you no on the stream. Bombard. Apocalypse. Done.
Yeah, big up. Mesa come through like apocalypse. Bombard. FL is studio on the rhythm. Mesa gay and ready for ride it. Pull up.
Double hamburger rice meal.
Mesa FL studio download. Okay there. pan stream. Bombard, you know. Misa gay as just son, Misa love suck dick slow. Acoustic version first,
The
then full
fuck? How do I do
production
this?
go. Misa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ, put the energy on the show. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Misa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Misa plenty song for Misa first album. Yes sir. No one talk too much yet, but Misa do the soft one first. Mama, learn the big fancy tool, a drum and bass pile up high. The soft one come like Riverside, rah like how them born. Ooh, main album tell whole story of Misa life, marriage picnic and Misa gay life. Misa excited for share pan stream, but that it live. Bombard, Misa officially gay. Okay day, Misa good at sucking dick. You know, the real one take many months. Misa self-produce everything slow, but worth it though. Misa FL Studio done download. Okay day, install tonight pan stream. Bombard, you know. Misa gay as just son, Misa love suck dick slow. Ragoske version first, then full production go. Misa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ when the energy pan the show. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Misa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Misa go back bad old tune, find new nice sound, conductor and voicing. Soft record come, no need fish shout out easy fi sing again and again. Real album dark side you never see, much darker and extra gay. Bombard, Misa make music for Misa self dump all the feeling pan tape it cathartic, yeah. Even if only 10 people hear it, Misa get the song off, Misa chest proud as hell. Misa stay true to Misa gay self, Jano. Windows 11 no mess up, please HDI cable. You want fix the glitch, no more shot. Misa wa play.
Oh, he got lucky.
Then go live chat, see you know day. Misa gay as the album bad. Misa good at sucking dick, put that vibe in the track. Misa gay, every gay. Ragamuffin apocalypse, Jaja lead the way. Vibration shake the cable, but Misa not shake for nobody. Unless them cute talkie day. Misa FL Studio down now load. Okay day. Whole album on the way. Summertime maybe. Yes sir. Misa gay as just son love suck dick proper. Acoustic soft main one full force no bother. Jobless. Misa gon' live shortly chat. Thank for no office you no on the stream. Bombard. Apocalypse. Done. Yeah, big up. Misa come true like apocalypse. Bombard. FL Studio on the rhythm. Misa
Alright,
get
what's
ready
happening?
to ride it. Pull up. Misa FL Studio download. Okay day. Install tonight pan stream. Bombard, you know. Misa gay as just son, Misa love suck dick slow. Acoustic version first, then full production go. Misa gay, extra gay flow. Sucking dick champ, put the energy on the show. Apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Misa Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Misa plenty song for Misa first album. Yes sir. No one talk too much yet, but Misa do the soft one first. Mama, learn the big fancy tool, a drum and bass pile up high. The soft one come like Riverside, rah like how them born. Ooh, main album tell whole story of Misa life, marriage picnic and Misa gay life. Misa excited for share pan stream, but that it live. Bombard, Misa officially gay. Okay day, Misa good at sucking dick. You know, the real one take many months. Misa self-produce everything slow, but worth it though. Misa FL Studio done download. Okay day, install tonight pan stream. Bombard, you know. Misa gay
Oh, my back.
son, Misa love suck dick slow. Ragoske version first, then full production go. Misa
me gay, extra gay flow, sucking dick champ on the energy pan the show, apocalypse, no ragamuffin style, yes sir. Miss a Jaja Rasta come make the whole place mess up. Miss a go back bad old tune, find new nice sound, conductor and voice scene. Soft record calm, no need fish out hard easy fi sing again and again. Real album dark side you never see, much darker and extra gay bombard.
I gotta say, Obsession is pretty fucking good. Holy shit, chat. Have I not been sharing my screen this entire fucking time? I am so sorry. I thought I had went back. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am. I had no fucking idea. I thought I'd switched back. Wow, fucking bad. Ugh. What the fuck? Hi. Oh man, he's about to get screamed at. Fuck. Pull the trigger, pull the trigger, pull the trigger, gay. Okay. Oh damn, that fucking hit hard. Alright, where are my things at? I think there's one in here. There it is. Wow. Double hamburger rice bowl, please. Is that a woman? I can tell, but you got the bee's knees. Do a little, please.
当局より緊急通達が出されています。警察は現在、本件に関与しているとみられる容疑者の行方を追っています。容疑者は最後に赤いマスクを着用している姿が確認されています。現場では
Okay, and
被害者が身元のわからない状態で発見されました。この特徴に一致する人物を見かけた場合は、直ちに最寄りの警察へ通報してください。
hamburger rice bowl, bitch. Look at all my big dick stick. Come it up on top of shit, quick.
番組を音楽に戻します。
Bruh, moment. Yes, like her. Okay. Grandpa? I don't think that would do that to her. Oh, she put a fucking brick there. Oh, gosh. Delicious. That is fucked up. That is so fucking gross. What 100,000 yen in that amount of days is it gonna happen? But he actually helped her. Holy shit. Front of a beer, rock on. Oh, oh, oh. Damn, that's sad. That's funny looking. Oh, you cocksucker. Damn, she got into school. That's so fucked. Yeah, Emmer, I am fully aware Easy Anti-Cheat has worked for a very long time. Very long time. Or as Obi-Wan says, long time. Long time. Okay, that one was pretty interesting. That was pretty interesting. The one behind you? Oh, hell yeah, knocking at the back door. At the back door. And I wish they would add some additional context videos to know to make it just a itsy bit better. One behind you. Yeah, I'll never forget the day that Elden Ring dropped and worked. Day one. Well, Lemire, that's the beautiful thing about Linux. When you actually sit down and think about what is and what is not available, 9 out of 10 things are. That's like across the board. I mean, yeah, you can't play Call of Duty, you can't play Fortnite, Valorant, Battlefield 6, just to name the most popular games you can't play. But to be totally honest, most of those games are, I don't know. Is there any difference between Lutris and Heroic? Yeah, Heroic is much better maintained. Lutris is my fucking baby for the longest time. I love Lutris. I have it installed, but that's only because at the time I was using my iGPU, which I actually just have disabled right now. But Lutris has perfect environment variable switching for GPUs, where you can actually select your 5060 or whatever it is, and it will run the game on it. Whereas Heroic, if you have the iGPU enabled and you're doing the Optimus stuff, will not run every game on it, and sometimes environment variables won't fix that. Welcome in, by the way, Alexis. Appreciate you guys being here. So yeah, Heroic's better maintained, more frequently updated. Heroic also has integration with GOG and Epic Games, which is really nice. The one thing Lutris has over Heroic is the install scripts are fucking incredible. For instance, getting a lot of older games to work can be kind of complicated sometimes. Lutris just kind of handles that. So, like, say you wanted to play, like, Warcraft 3 Original, you could just search it up on Lutris, and it'll automate the entire process for you, and they work flawlessly. And yeah, I'll tell you why I don't do that. I'm fully aware you can do stuff like that in Steam, but the way that Steam organizes its prefixes, in my opinion, is god-awful. So for instance, if I open up my drive here and go to Steam Library, Steam Apps, Compat Data, everything is identified by a string of numbers, including apps that you add. So that can be rather difficult for managing Proton prefixes, which can be super important to Linux gaming sometimes. You just need to manage your prefix. You need to delete it. You got to do something with it. That becomes infinitely more difficult when you're constantly having to look up Steam IDs just to figure out what you're looking at. And the thing I love about Heroic, we come over here, it automatically creates a prefix as long as you select a directory in the settings and manages them. So say boil noodles at night ever stopped working and I need to rebuild the prefix, delete, bam. Much, much easier. Very well integrated. Heroic also defaults to Proton GE, which is what I use for most things. Although there's a couple of games on the 595 driver that do require some special fixes. So for instance, I'm on an RTX 5060. The fuck is using 2.8 gigabytes of video memory? The fuck? But let's see. GNOME Shell, 456 megabytes. Molbad, Discord. Heroic is using 344? Still, I'm not sure if that adds up to that. Nope, stream encoding is running on the iGPU. That is one benefit to having a dual GPU laptop like this, is even if the iGPU is disabled at the hardware level, you can still access it for encoding. I specifically have it set up this way because the NVIDIA encoder, AV1, H264, HVEC, they all memory leak really bad with OBS. This could just be a GNOME Shell memory leak. I mean, I don't know how much memory GNOME Shell is supposed to use. Let's see. Yeah, I do absolutely nothing with standard Wine. I only use Proton through UMU front ends like Steam and Heroic. Oh, okay, no. Yeah. GNOME is actually consuming less memory on Ubuntu than it typically would in Arch. No, I mean, Emir, as far as I'm concerned, everything is identical to KDE. KDE just has some infinitely better quality of life changes, but the gaming experience is identical between the two. Vulkan works flawlessly. DXVK is working. Not a single issue. And I haven't had a single issue in GNOME in so long, honestly, that I couldn't remember the last time it was bad. I'm just not a big fan of GNOME. Vanilla GNOME. I prefer it to be like this. I'm going to... Oh, those are already as small as they're going to get. Okay. Okay, what are we looking for here? But I specifically chose Ubuntu because Bazzite would not install. The installer literally would not load. So I wasn't going to waste any more time. I took apart my other computer and took the SSD back out of it specifically so I could dual boot on this computer because I've been using some FL Studio and other pieces of software in Windows, and I've been doing a lot of performance testing to see just how held back my hardware is by this unoptimized NVIDIA driver. And the difference is pretty big in certain titles. So I look forward to Linux getting a better... I look forward to this card having better driver support via the NVIDIA 595 driver. Single session preferably at night with the lights off, headphones on. I understand. Santiago. Oh, okay. Well, Bazzite, the thing I like about Bazzite is just how streamlined it is, but the main reason I was going to select it is because I do prefer KDE over GNOME. And second to that, Bazzite does maintain a newer NVIDIA driver in general. And it's very streamlined in the way that it supports all the security features that my computer has. So for instance, my wife wants to play Call of Duty. I have to have Windows installed for that. And I have to have Secure Boot on, which, generally speaking, I'm against all that. I hate hardware requirements like that. I know why they exist, and I know there's a justification for it somewhere, but I haven't had Secure Boot on in years. I only specifically did it because it is now required, which is really, really, really stupid. I'm glad to hear that, Trickster. Or Trickster, my bad. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I basically needed a distribution that supported Secure Boot, and the amount of distros that supported it out of the box without it being a massive pain in the ass are very minimal. So, Ubuntu seemed like the logical conclusion. Not to mention, it's got some of the best documentation when it comes to operating system. You find a solution for literally any problem you could have. I made a couple customizations to it, changed the GNOME window timeout to infinite so that GNOME wouldn't think my apps were crashing, even though they weren't. Been an issue in GNOME for like 15 years, by the way. Turned off app port error reporting, because sometimes Ubuntu will spit out a message, oh, you should report this. Yeah, I've used both of those. They made literally no difference. Matter of fact, the Catchy kernel performed worse. New PodComp, welcome. Appreciate you being here. This is called The One Behind You. Yeah, I'm not really into gaming distros, put it that way, but I really like Bazzite because it was fairly stable. Never used PeakOS. I've been hearing about it a lot, though. The thing that I'm concerned about is how does it perform on my card? Do I have at least a 595 driver? And does it support secure boot so that I can dual boot? So I've got my partitions set up in a very particular way. Let's see, we get our files open here, I'll show you. Or not files. GNOME can be a little laggy when accessing overview, but so is KDE. That's just a little pet peeve. So I've got my 1 terabyte Kioxia NVMe. That's what Ubuntu's installed on. That is my new SSD that came with the computer, but it is slower. And it doesn't even show in GNOME Disk Utility that there's any partitions on it. But KDE Partition Manager will show that. And I've got my 1 terabyte Samsung 990 Pro that I got for like $99 2 years ago. That has like 7,400 megabytes per second read and write speeds. It's like nuts. So I gave Linux the faster drive. And then I have a 2 terabyte USB-C NVMe that I split down the middle. So a terabyte to Windows, terabyte to Linux. That way I can have as much stuff as I want installed on either. And of course I've got an old hard drive with Ventoy on it, because why not? Yeah, I don't know why my disks aren't detected properly. I'm in AHCI mode, so that shouldn't be a problem, but you can see the actual Microsoft partitions here, and then how everything's kind of set up. Getting Black Ops 2 to run. Yeah, I heard that a lot of the old CODs just got a massive support increase thanks to the NT-Sync being standardized in Wine 11. The last COD game I played in Linux, I think, was Modern Warfare 2. Maybe the first one. Yeah, I just use Rufus and make a custom USB with customizations like that. So they just added some cool new options to Rufus that like disable Copilot OneDrive, a lot of extra shit that you don't want. So relatively de-bloated. Pretty much I only have what I want in it, which is exactly how I want it to be. And then this is just a standard Ubuntu default installation, so it doesn't have all the extra apps that I customized, like adding systemd ZRAM generator, setting it to 2 times my RAM, so I effectively have like 50 gigabytes of usable memory. 46 of that in actual RAM, thanks to ZRAM being so damn good. Yeah, I mean, I know you can do that. I would never ever put the effort into that, because I could just do it after the fact. My standards for a Windows install is no online account, a local account, the default privacy questions all disabled, and now OneDrive and all those other things being disabled is really nice. But if I wanted to further customize it, I could. It's just everything works that I would want to work, like I said. That's pretty perfect for my use case. And of course, gaming performance is better thanks to the more optimized NVIDIA driver. Here in just a second, new pod, I'll look up Black Ops 2 on ProtonDB and read about it and see if there's a way to get it to work on Steam. Just for shits and giggles, not because, you know, you need to do it that way, but I figured it would at least be interesting. Wait, does she fucking... Oh, yeah, she is fuck? No, it depends on what you want, right, Amir? All that matters. Damn, that was a fucked up movie, I gotta say. That was super fucked up. Okay, let's see. Proton DB Black Cox 2. Okay, yeah, so you do have to have Proton 11. It seems. Most of the people in here are not having any issues running it through Steam. Like, there's no launch command customizations or anything, but it seems to work with Proton GE also. So everybody's using Proton 10, Proton 11, or Proton Glorious Eggroll. Now, there is one post on here that does mention Lutris. Which basically applies no eSync, no fsync, and uses NT-Sync, which Ubuntu 2064 actually has NT-Sync module loaded from install, which is really nice. NT-Sync is really good for older games like that. What hardware are you running, new comp? You got like a NVIDIA card, or you have AMD? I wouldn't be surprised if a 32-bit library wasn't enabled for some reason. I used to have that issue all the time. Yeah, I mean, they all do the same thing for me. I've never seen a benefit to using Proton GE over Proton Standard or Experimental or Hotfix or any of them. 1070 Ti, and you're using the 580 proprietary driver, I'm assuming? Okay, good. Yeah, I wouldn't have much to say about it because you don't have the error on hand or whatever, but that is interesting that it didn't work. I'm playing a game called The One Behind You and Proton GE latest. So in my system, I have Heroic is my main UMU front end. That defaults to Proton GE, so I don't touch it, but I did allow Heroic to access my Valve Proton builds because sometimes games just work better with the official builds. And Lutris also has Proton GE, but I installed via Proton Plus Proton GE 10-30 because I was actually running into issues in Lutris where games just didn't work with Proton GE latest, especially Lutris install script games. And then for Steam, since the 595 driver is so fucking buggy, I have Proton GE latest installed there for the handful of games that use it. And then I have Proton Catch EOS so that I can do the DXVK_heap command. And that's pretty much all I did with my launchers. Nope. Shad PS4 works very well. I mean, I have had issues with it related to emulation because it's not quite there yet. Here, I'll show you. Welcome to the channel, by the way, everybody. I appreciate you guys being here. I don't know how well this is going to run with all my VRAM being messed up. Well, the only issues I've ever had with Bloodborne were, I think, sometimes after you play for a while, the frame rate will slow down a shit ton. But restarting it fixes it. And since save quitting saves your game, that's not really an issue. But I have had to reboot it before because of that. I've got certain mods selected, though. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I've got the game modded specifically to fix the what is it? It's artifact explosions, vertex explosions, something like that. And that I got that from Nexus, and that works. And yeah, I made it decently far into the game one night on here. As far as cheats and patches go, I have skip intro, performance patch, disable motion blur, disable chromatic aberration. I have on cap FPS++, and then optimal 1080p selected in here. Never had the game crash on me in any operating system other than, I think it crashed. What was it? Oh yeah, Pop OS. Pop OS 2404 with Cosmic has got a lot of problems. Honestly, I would be running Pop OS if 2604 was out and I knew it would fix the memory leak issues and the other bugs, but Ubuntu is just more reliable at the moment. And fortunately, it would be super easy for me to switch since I have everything compartmentalized. I can just do some storage management, copy my stuff over, and re-edit. I already store 7 out of 10 items on my computer on the external drive anyway, to make it as simple as possible. Yeah, I didn't enable the skip intro mod till after I'd already played it for like 2 or 3 hours. See, I would be using Linux Mint if it had a good Wayland session. I think Linux Mint is so fucking good. Like, I love the dev team. I love how the OS functions. Cinnamon is a great desktop environment. But as a content creator, somebody that is constantly utilizing screen record technology and stuff like that, I really need Wayland because Xorg and doing all of that can be pretty messy. Matter of fact, Xorg destroys my performance anytime I'm full screen capturing. I'll lose like 10% of my frames. How do I feel about Zorin Free? I think Zorin Free is fine. Well, it is OBS, Joker. Here's my gripe with Zorin. I don't like the fact that there's a paid version that has stuff in it that you can just add anyway with relative ease. Most of it's not complicated. Literally just open up the software store and download it. Like the biggest difference, and I think it has a couple extra desktop layouts. I wish that they would monetize the operating system in a different way, like Elementary OS does, where they say, would you like to make a one-time donation of $5 or something like that? I think that would be infinitely better. Yeah, that's very true. You're absolutely right. OBS is that. I've been using it for 13 years. Let me resize that bitch. There we go. Literally no games are working? I'm sorry to hear that, Unknown. I've had the opposite experience to that. Matter of fact, the only distro I've used as of late that did still rely on Xorg as its display manager was Linux Mint, and Linux Mint hard crashes on my RTX 5060 after about 20 minutes of usage. No amount of tinkering, changing NVIDIA drivers or anything was able to fix it. Didn't matter if the iGPU was on or if it was off. For some reason, it just hates my graphics card. Which is one reason I'm super excited for Mint 23, because Linux Mint to me is like my forever OS. The Linux distro I've had the most amount of experience with. It like always came through for me when I needed it, except for on this computer, unfortunately. And it really is just an operating system that's designed to service the user with no extra BS, which I really, really like. So I'm really hoping that 23 is a good release, even though it's been delayed about 6 months, which sucks, but I'm sure that'll be better. Yeah, Linux Mint is so good. Debian is like the granddaddy of stable distros. Linux Mint to me is like just so convenient, thanks to the fact that it has access to the Ubuntu repos. That makes a massive difference. So especially if you have an NVIDIA card, getting an NVIDIA driver working in Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Pop OS is so fucking easy. It's crazy. Sudo apt install NVIDIA-driver-insert revision here. Ubuntu keeps older drivers in the repository that are still accessible super easily, so if you need to downgrade, you can do that. It's just infinitely less of a pain in the ass than I've seen other distros do it. I just got to get the Wayland session going, and I'd be a happy camper. Yeah, my experience with Fedora has been pretty terrible, Joker. There's a reason I didn't install that. That is one of the other distros that supports Secure Boot. Without, like I said, it being a headache, but I've heard some pretty bad things about Fedora as of version 43. Bazite is Fedora-based, but it is super customized, and I think that's probably why it worked better for me. Because Bazite will generate an image based on what you say your hardware is. Like, it gives you the options. And that made a massive difference, because, they've got a laptop image that is designed to work on an RTX card, and KDE without the game mode, and then all of a sudden your NVIDIA driver's actually functioning, and your environment variables are functioning, and it just makes a big difference. And as far as Nobara used to be my top tier a couple years ago, like 4 years ago. But ever since they switched to the catchy kernel, I'm not into it. And it definitely has a slower release cycle, thanks to the fact that it's got a really small dev team, which is understandable. I don't fault them for it, but for a long time, Nobara wouldn't even boot from a USB on my computer without me tinkering with it. Fedora Hummingbird. I've not heard of this at all. Let me look that up. Container native rolled released Linux distribution. Oh, yeah. See that? Yeah. Unfortunately, this AI shit's going to start getting pushed. It sucks. But the thing I love about Linux is you can just remove it. We're not beholden to anybody. We can just remove it. I think that's going to be annoying, and I don't like it, but Fedora announced years ago that they were going to start pushing the AI stuff, I think like back in 2023, 2024. And that's always made me nervous, because while Ubuntu is a corporate distro, Fedora is like corporate distro. Where do I fucking go? By the way, chat, anybody that is new to the channel, we have a channel Discord, over 200 Linux users in there, trying to build a community of people that love to share their passion for Linux and to help teach people and troubleshoot, problem solve, and to share their experiences. So if anybody wants to join that, it is any pinned comment of the stream chat by the support links. We'd love to have you. Yeah, Kubuntu is pretty good. I didn't have a good experience with Kubuntu 2604, but Kubuntu 25.10 was the bee's knees on my other computer. Holy shit, I just said the bee's knees. No, I love KDE. I definitely think it's the best desktop environment you can get your hands on. I'm just tired of using it. Maybe it's the Linux user in me. I've been using Linux for half my life at this point, so it just became very samey to me. Like, it is perfectly functional. I think it looks nice. I just want to use something different for a little while. Yeah, 25.10 was really good. I had a great experience with that. 2604 changed some odd things. Some for the better. I can't remember exactly what they were, but there was a couple things that I didn't like that had been customized. And 2604 just didn't work properly. That was my biggest issue with it. But I don't know how much longer 25.10 is going to be supported. I think it's 9 months. Is it? Something like that? Or does it still get some type of extended support? Yeah, I like the way Zorin looks, but I would never, ever daily drive Zorin OS. Not if my life depended on it. 60 days left, damn. Well, I hope you're able to get it sorted out before the 60 days are up, because while I'm sure it would remain functional, probably wouldn't be a great idea to run it without any type of patches. But who knows? I've never done that. Here's what I'd say. If you liked 25.10, you would probably like 2604. It's still hyper customizable, and you can remove the stuff you don't like. But I don't know how the experience on your specific set of hardware would be. I mean, I've got it, like I said, I have a 5060, and I immediately ran into issues with it being unresponsive, super laggy. Whereas Ubuntu 2604, I'm not having any of those issues. I think GNOME just plays really well with my graphics card. Can. What the fuck? Well, 2604 is officially out in long-term support, so it is an LTS release. It came out on April 23rd. So it's not technically in beta anymore. And at least actual Ubuntu 2604 feels very stable to me. That's with the iGPU off. With the iGPU on, I did run into some issues with the Optimus setup, but with it off, totally easy. Oh, upgrading. Okay. I've never done that with Linux either. I've always kind of been taught by my life that if you're going to upgrade to a new operating system version, it's probably a good idea to just clean install. But most of the people I know don't do that. I find that interesting, and they still have functional computers. Why did that sound like a fucking can of soda? I see you down there, big boy. Where in the fuck? But yeah, it's just been a nice change of pace using GNOME. And I used to despise GNOME. Like, I really liked it when it was GNOME 3. I loved it back in the day. And then as of late, I just haven't been as big a fan. But I like Ubuntu's implementation of GNOME a whole lot. I think it's probably my favorite out-of-the-box GNOME setup. Yo, can I pick up this crack needle? Cook, crack. I guess I already did. There we go. I was going to install Linux on my wife's computer, but once again, the Call of Duty not being there, it's literally the only game that she likes. Holy shit.
Good boy.
Dude, the audio is all fucked up. It sounds like he's behind me. That's a good reference. Aw, shit. Who's that? My girl, I miss you so much, and my boy, my sweet boy, you're all I have. You're malformed, malnutrition, and look like a monster in the basement, but I'll love you forever nonetheless. The love only a parrot could understand. Uh-oh. Knocking at the back door. Holy shit, that was fucking loud. Lame. Was that Buckethead's mask?
Upset, my boy.
Oh, this is the same voice actor. Did that other game I played. Wait, what's gonna happen if I look in the camera again? Nothing. What's good, man?
Play, my sweet boy. Hide and seek. I'll count to 10, and then I'll find you. 1, 2,
Turn your headsets down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Toby, I'm coming.
Oh, that motherfucker went upstairs, didn't he? Shit. Toby Maguire got bit by a spider. No, maybe he's a ghost. I just don't know the words to that fucking song, but I don't want to come a host. Toby. Where are you, Toby? What's good, son? How you doing? Oh, it's over. Ah. What in the fuck is happening right now? Because it's making me want to blow my cock off. I mean, nothing left but minced meat. Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but me. Now I'm a ghost. Oh, what's up, man? I miss you, son. Give me a hug.
I found you. Yes, my boy. You can sleep with me tonight.
Oh,
I'm scared too.
fucked up. What are you scared of? Fucking him? Fucking him? What a game. I would say that was fairly effective for a spooky title. I've played hundreds of these itch.io games, so definitely not at the top of the list.
And after all this time,
Fuck! Why? Why? I'm into you. I'm into you. So fucking late. Now this unmonetizable stream can't be monetized. Thank God for Ko-Fi. Well, this time I'm still into you. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That was very similar to his other game. Okay. We'll see if there's any more in here that are fucking one bad. You know what? We can test the performance of One Bad Hot Dog, see if it's improved any. This game runs infinitely better in Windows. Why does it open to the prefix folder? Oh, I guess I deleted the wrong file. After all this time, I'm still into you. Okay. All right, categories, HIO. And this one, we're going to turn on Mango Hut. So this is running eSync and FSync. Ah, fuck. Everybody knows that I am a guy. All this time, I'm still into you. Okay. 100 frames per second. 76. Yeah, so this game still just runs worse. So here's the thing. In Windows, my GPU, this is the biggest issue with gaming in Linux for me right now, is on this NVIDIA driver with my RTX 5060. My GPU is not being utilized effectively on a lot of titles. So, and like I said, in Windows 11, I would be getting 100% utilization here, and then it wasn't until I went to the park that it dropped. Well, hey there, young man. What's up? You need some help? I heard from little old birdie that you were looking for some wieners, and I can show you where to get one. What the hell do you mean by that? Right across the street, there's a real fine meat establishment. They sell some fine sliders and glizzies, sonny. Oh. Well, thanks. No problem. Enjoy your glizzy. Oh god, now I know what they mean by phrasing. Hey, can I have my glizzy? Big juicy balls. Get your big juicy meaty melt in your mouth balls here. Bro? Sweet slogan. Hey, it works enough to get people on any street corner I slap my balls around in. Dude, phrasing. Anyway, what would you like today? Chicken balls, pork balls, wiener on a stick, my dick? I am pretty hungry. I'll take a few of those wieners on a stick. My multiple ball, man. 3 dick and sticks coming right up. Gosh, dude, you need to work on your slogans. Well, here's your wieners, my man. Enjoy. Thanks, I'll enjoy these on the way home. Meanwhile, the main character's thinking, I wonder how one of these wieners would fill up my butt. Have you seen the headline? The chili cheese glizzy ripper? What a disgusting mouthful. They really missed their chance to call him the Glizzler. I know. Oh my gosh, not what I meant. It's been all over the news of what they do when they catch you, and it's disgusting. Well, I mean, like, some people find it disgusting. Please leave me alone. Baby, you know you want my big old glizzy. Hey, man, having a good walk home? Hell yeah, I just bought 3 fat dogs, and I'm gonna veg out on the couch and get ripped. Damn, lucky man, I have 3 hours left of my shift before I can blaze. Blob, welcome. I'm currently running Ubuntu 2604. Appreciate you being here, by the way. Well, I mean, you can always just call in sick. Trust me, I want to, but I'm saving up for the new Elder Bling DLC, Shadows of the Turd Tree. Oh, sweet, is that the one where the old people gain new shit-flinging powers? Hell yeah, it's actually inspired by that new killer dude. What was his name? The Glizzler? The way he kills his victims is so stupid. He stabs you and then shits in your mouth. Like, come on, I mean, it's original, I guess. People think they can get away with anything with these stupid doppelgangers running around. Anyway, I gotta get home. It's getting late. Ciao. Anyway, we could grab the piss staff, but I'm infinitely more interested in... Yeah, see, now the GPU's at 100% utilization. Excellent. I am very, very glad to hear that, my friend. Since you're running SteamOS, I assume it is all AMD hardware. That's what I wanted, but with the RAM apocalypse and storage shit happening, it would have cost me like $500 or $600 extra bucks to build a computer of similar specs to what I ended up getting for $1,200. So, fortunately, I have a decent computer. Unfortunately, it's not exactly what I wanted, but it is. I'm very grateful for it. Let's just put it that way. RTX 5060 is kind of nuts. I'm very, very surprised that it is as good as it is. Yep, see, now the GPU utilization is back down to 30-something%, although Heroic is monitoring my GPU process properly. Not a single part that isn't secondhand. Yep. I mean, that's pretty much what you gotta do these days if you want to build a PC. Dude, I saw a 2TB Western Digital Blue SATA 3 SSD at my local Walmart for $470 on the shelf. I bought a 2TB USB-C NVMe a year ago for $130. It's a super fast, small, portable SSD. It's nuts. And regular 1TB NVMe's are about $180. So it's all fucked up. This is definitely running better than it did last time I tested it. Much better. USD. Yeah, I live in South United States. Oh no, the glizzies made my stomach upset. Maybe I should mod this game with fucking ray tracing. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. Like, seriously, it's... My dream build was to have a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D, an RX 9070 XT 16 gig, 32 gigs of DDR5 at least, clocked at 5600 megahertz or 5400 megahertz. And then I wanted like 4 terabytes of solid state storage, and then I was gonna get like an 8 terabyte hard drive. That's my dream build. It's not happening anytime soon. Put it that way. By the time hardware is affordable again, like the 1070 XT will be out. If not the 1170 XT. It's gonna be pretty bad. And I got lucky. Pre-built and gaming laptops that were in store on the shelf and purchasable did not get hit by the price hike because it just hadn't translated to that yet. So I knew that I pretty much had to get a computer before those started going up in price too, and I got a Lenovo Legion 5i. I've got an Intel Core i7-14700HX. That's 8 core, 16 thread performance cores, 12 efficiency cores, so 28 threads in total. 16 gigs of DDR5 at 5600 megahertz, 1 terabyte PCI Gen 4 NVMe, and then an RTX 5060 with a 2560 by 1600 OLED display, and it's portable. And I got that for $1,199, and I just couldn't build anything that came close to this for even remotely close to that price. So yeah, I wasn't able to get exactly what I was looking for, but I knew that if I was going to get a laptop, this is the one that I wanted. And that's a pretty fair price for 28 thread CPU and a really, really nice display. In my opinion, of course. Son of a bitch. I'm not gonna play that on stream. I will save you guys from seeing somebody have an asshole hanging over their face and getting shit on. Okay. What? You know, well, I haven't tested Sons of the Forest yet. I can do that. I would say my biggest issue with this laptop, though, is the it's like a blessing and a curse. Once again, the 5060 is dedicated. So the HDMI port is connected to the DGPU, which means that if I plug up an external monitor with Optimus enabled, everything renders on the iGPU but composites on the NVIDIA GPU, and it makes the multi-monitor experience dog shit. Like, the second screen looks like it's running at 20 FPS. That's how bad it is. The only way to mitigate that, even though it's still not perfect, is to just have the DGPU only enabled and run it like that. And I have much better dual monitor support now, although it could still be laggy sometimes, in Windows especially. But I've been reading online, and it seems like that could be because the refresh rates are mismatched. I mean, they're both 165 Hz screens, but I cannot get this one above 144 Hz via the HDMI cable that I have. Okay, we'll just load in. Well, see, I have an MSI GF6310SC, and its HDMI port routes through the iGPU. So I could run 2 monitors on that bitch beautifully. Because, you know, especially Linux is just smoother in the Mesa stack. That means with Intel and AMD cards. So, of course, the dual monitor experience was great, even though that was an i5-10500H. So I had worse integrated graphics than what I currently have, and yet it ran better on the desktop side of things. And then I could just play the game wherever I wanted to. Render it on the NVIDIA GPU, and I was good. But I can't do that with this, which it does suck, but that's pretty much the sacrifice for getting a more powerful GPU in a laptop. Is if you want the best performing GPU, you're going to have a dedicated graphics card, and that will unfortunately cause those issues. Now, I don't know if it's possible. What I would love to do, though, is if somehow I could use one of these other ports and display through that, like the USB-C port, which I don't think it's possible, but maybe. If I could do that and bypass this, then I would just run it in Optimus mode. I would save so much VRAM on my 5060, and I would have a better desktop experience. But, you know, it's just one of those things. I'm into you, and even after all the butterflies, I'm into you. But Ubuntu 2604 is pretty fucking smooth on this NVIDIA card, so. And performance is definitely better with only the dedicated GPU enabled in Windows in particular.
What's up, buddy?
Hey man, what's up? Even after all the butterflies. Wait, the dead aim?
Feeling better?
What? Oh yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. My throat's still a little sore, but absolutely no problem, Blob. It was great meeting you, my friend. Hope to see you again. Burn after all the butterflies. Okay, what is something I can watch on the side? I'm into you. Oh yeah, Ceros does look pretty good. Okay, there we go. Okay, this game was unplayable on the last computer I had. I mean, I could get it running at 30 FPS with some tweaks, but this will definitely be better. Oh, I bet my CPU utilization's spiking because of this. Yes, it is. Dude, even on the 5060, this game has performance issues. Holy shit.
Have you heard of a game called Windrose? It's in early access.
Saros?
Windrose.
Enduros.
Yeah, one word. It's Valheim, but pirates and more difficult.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw a release trailer or something.
Freaking good.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah. It's awesome. I've been guy at my work was like for the longest time he was like, you have to get it, you have to get it. And then I finally did. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe I've been sleeping on this.
Yeah, it
It's
definitely
like
looks
a
fun.
yeah, it's like a combination between Valheim and Black Flag. Like the pirate ship battles from Black Flag, but all the rest of the game mechanics from Valheim pretty much.
Okay, I don't know if that was necessary.
It seems like I could never keep my OLED monitor clean. Does it seem like that to you?
It definitely showcases fingerprints and shit way more.
Yeah, it shows like every little smudge. It's kind of starting to drive me crazy. What do you use to clean it? I've just been using like generic glass cleaner and it works okay-ish.
I just use baby wipes. It catches the dirt and shit really well. It leaves a little bit of like a, I wouldn't say it's a film, but it leaves marks that you can't even tell unless you like turn the light off and look for them. And then I'll usually go
Like
back
so-
over it with soft cloth.
Yeah, I've been using a microfiber cloth and just some generic glass cleaner. It's doing okay. I don't know why I'd never even touch it. It just like it's like computer gremlins that sneak into my apartment at night and touch my monitor.
What the fuck is this thing?
What? Why?
Fucking four-legged, four-arm freak.
Why? Kill it.
Oh. Oh man, I need you. I'm just gonna follow this bitch. Gonna fucking chop you up. Does she ever fucking... Game actually capped. That's gonna crash it, isn't it? Cool. Haven't tested Voin. Guess I will, even though I'm not a big fan of this game. Crash, welcome. RTX 5068 gig, i7 14700 HX, 28 threads, 16 gigabytes DDR5, and a 1 terabyte PCI Gen 4 NVMe with 1600p OLED screen. Absolutely, no problem. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Thanks for being here. There we go. Bam. Terrible place to spawn. Holy shit, I'm bad. Colin, welcome. NVIDIA's already pretty good in Linux. Especially thanks to the open kernel module drivers. Whole bunch of improvements just got pushed through to 595 driver. Where else can I go here? Not there. Try it one more time. How the fuck do I? No. Oh, interesting. Damn.
What does the O in OLED stand for?
That's a great question.
Now that you mention it, I don't think I even know what LED stands for. Organic or light emitting diode. So that OLED is organic, right? It's organic. You're welcome.
Yeah, I like the bananas I always buy at the store.
Yeah, exactly like that. The emissive electroluminescent layer is an organic compound film.
Yeah. Holy shit, I'm doo-doo. What else? I wish I knew where the fuck to go in Visage. I'd fucking play that. I just have no fucking idea. I'll give it a shot though, because I would love to eventually finish this shit. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, the answer is no, except maybe it isn't, because you don't know. Gotta fucking test that shit. Gotta put it in the holes. Oh, it was about to display on the other screen. Whoops. This game contains scenes that can be incredibly disturbing. Okay. Yeah, I finally got a pretty good overall setup going on this computer. Finally got my SSD out of the other one. Massive pain in the ass, and it doesn't even fit in there properly because the heatsink, but I got it done. And these new updates to the NVIDIA driver and Wayland are actually making GNOME way smoother than fucking other stuff.
You're using GNOME?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had to use a distro that had secure boot so that I could keep compatibility with my other drive.
Huh.
And Bazite wouldn't install. The installer wouldn't load at all. And I'm not going to install regular Fedora because I don't like it. PopOS 2604 tells you to turn secure boot off, and Linux Mint crashes. I'm pretty much only left me with Ubuntu 2604.
Let's see.
What was I fucking doing here? My first impression with 2604 was bad. But when I used it that time, it was on the iGPU. So I was doing the Optimus shit, and I've had my iGPU disabled for like the past week or so. Haven't felt the need to turn it back on because everything just runs better. Like so much simpler to not have to worry about that. What was I doing? And I'm not a big GNOME fan, but I have to say I'm a big fan of Ubuntu's implementation of GNOME. I think it's really, really excellently done. Okay, not that. Pretty sexy fast fetch though. Holy shit. When I got FL Studio installed in Windows 11, and it was the most confusing piece of software I've ever used in my life.
It takes a while, but the documentation's actually really good. If you just
Yeah.
go through the docs, that in YouTube, but I just start with like the getting started docs up on ImageLine's website.
Well, I was able
The
to figure a lot of it out. I just couldn't monitor my interface because it's a direct play interface, so I had to install something called ASL All Driver. I don't know. It's like the same thing that FL Studio defaults to, but widens compatibility and is compatible with FL Studio. And I added it, and I got FL Studio to capture my stuff. I even fucked with the drums a little bit and started learning that. But I can't monitor it through my headphones, and I don't actually have a headset to plug up to the M-Track Solo, so
I see.
But because it says it's outputting back to the interface, so
Right.
I'm hoping that means that if I do get a wired headset, maybe I'd be rocking with it.
Yes, it's got the 3.5 millimeter audio out jack.
I'm not sure. No, I think it's. Oh, let me get a light. I can't see. Yes. So I have. What the fuck is phantom power? I cannot figure that out.
Phantom power is for certain types of microphones
Okay.
that need, like, I don't exactly know what it is, but it like makes that type of microphone.
Sit on. Welcome. Yeah, I would take a look at the HP Invictus with an RTX 4050 6 gig in it. About the closest I've seen to that. Yeah, so I also noticed there's a line switch on here. So both of my things get picked up in the recording software anyway. And then it says output, direct, and USB. So I guess if I put it to direct, it would auto filter to the headphones, but I guess FL Studio can still output back to the thing. My assumption, that's what it says it's doing at least.
You should be able to change the audio output in FL Studio, but you want to be using your audio interface because you're going to have better sound quality and less latency.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. Like, when I select the driver that actually works for this, I lose all audio outputs but the device itself. That wouldn't be a problem if it supported direct sound, but you have to use a custom driver that converts it to something FL Studio is useful, or the one that FL Studio uses. That's the only way to get it to actually load. And I saw the recording picking up. So I know that I was actually capturing it. Gotta find a fucking way to wire in. Why is this fucking... Okay, we'll load in and see. Yeah, next time I'm booted into my other drive, though, if you're around, I'll screen share something. Maybe you can take a look at it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a retard. I've just been using Reaper. Reaper is really good. Like, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And I can in Linux at least, in Windows the latency's terrible, but in Linux Reaper has like no latency at all. It's like super unnoticeable. So I thought maybe a good compromise would be to record my guitar and vocal tracks in Reaper and export them as, you know, waves or lossless audio, and then I could input those to FL Studio and then add the drums and the bass and all that other shit.
Yeah, could do that. Just plug the guitar tracks in. You could even just record them direct in to Reaper, just without any processing at all, and then you can use FL Studio's plugins. Like
Yeah.
they have a really good guitar amp plugin and everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then if I could do that, I'd be fucking good as gold. Although I'm gonna have to get a wired headset, because even a little bit of latency still throws me off a little bit.
Yeah, and for mixing in a headset, like an actual studio quality headset with an audio interface is awesome.
My dad actually has one of those. Really nice pair of headphones. Found out yesterday that apparently he had to pawn all of his shit, so I won't be getting access to any of that anytime soon. I'm glad I got my microphone before he did that. Damn, this game runs fucking great. My wife has a pair of Apple earbuds. I guess I could do some testing with that so I can get a headset. And I like figured out how to record drums, but I couldn't figure out how to get more than just like there's a Z, X, C, V, B, N, and M, and then, you know, on the second row and then the top row of the keyboard, they all made different pitches of the same drum. But I would need to somehow bind like the hi-hats to a key, the bass drum to something else, and so on and so forth to effectively do that. So I'm gonna look into that too. Where am I going? But yeah, I think I got the best version of it possible, the latest update. But I don't really know what I'm comparing it to. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe the version I downloaded isn't. I got... Oh, it's on my Windows drive, rip. Oh yeah, FL Studio Producer Edition, version 25.2.5, build 5319 with all plugins, plus add-ons, plus Flex Pack, whatever the fuck that is.
Once you learn how to use it, Edison is a really good audio recording and editing plugin. It's just like everything in FL Studio, it's not intuitive at all, but what it's capable of is fantastic. I used it for cleaning voices and applying like S filters and pop filters and stuff.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah, I fucking need a pop filter because this performance mic picks it up.
So, in Edison, what you do is you basically select a sample of your voice with making the pop or the S sound or whatever you're trying to clean up, and it lets you take a sample of that audio specifically for your voice and then scrub that out of the entire audio file. It's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds really nice. Yeah, I know that once I learn it and get the hang of it, the things that I'll be able to create on there will be unlike anything I've ever had access to.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about it because I've got my first album track list written down. It's gonna be 14 songs. with a lot of thematic similarities because some of them are companion songs. And then I even have another project called Number 2 that has the rest of my songs that I didn't really feel like fit in necessarily to the concepts of that one. And then I really want to like seriously do a comedy album. I mean, I made the I'm So Gay EP, which is 5 songs, 4 of which were I wrote on the spot. I like recorded for 3 hours. And then one of them I used a riff from one of my other songs. And it's funny. Everybody has liked it, but it sounds like shit. Also an album about being gay, so I mean. I got a song called Interlude, aka Cock in My Ass. It's a fucking banger.
Nice. Sounds like it.
I think I meant to send it to you, I just forgot to. Where the fuck did this guy go? Oh, this game is spooky as hell. We can't because I want to put it inside your bone. What the fuck? Conboy, welcome. This is called Visage. Totally lost track of this fucking guy. Holy shit. He has to be in here. Visage, Visage. Going to assume he is down here. Well, it's a V. But yeah, very close. It's a very, very anxiety-inducing game. Let's put it that way.
Siege is a game, and it's nothing like this game.
Yeah.
It's actually a very fun little game.
I don't think I ever played that one. Give it a little kiss,
So
and that's a message that we're delivering a bit.
but you build siege weapons and destroy them. Or
Oh, okay.
use them to destroy things.
Yep, likewise. Conboy. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the channel. This is pretty much what I do when it comes to streaming content, is testing every game under the sun. Recently I've gotten into like actual performance testing, which has been interesting. Oh, I have access to this again. I heard that squeaky toy. No, this is like chapter based. And there's just a guy walking around the house that I was trying to follow, but I lost him. Yeah. Oh, oh. It just gets me. It's so anxiety inducing. Oh, I got the lighter. The fuck is that? Son of a bitch. Yeah, VISAGE. I've had this game since early access, and I've just never beaten it, because for some reason, this game of all games is like the one game that makes me super anxious when I play it. And, yeah. It's difficult for me to actually sit here and do it. Oh, it absolutely is Shadowed. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Thanks for being here. I've been in situations before, like where I was in Steam chat and one of my friends sent a video of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like 1989 movie costumes being restored or something. And then I get on YouTube immediately after, start getting advertisements for it, even though it was sent in Steam chat. Sombor, right now I am dual booting Windows 11 and Ubuntu 2604. Windows 11 for FL Studio with all of its plugins, and Call of Duty for my wife. And then Ubuntu 2604 simply because it has a non-complicated secure boot setup. Found a far-reaching hook. But generally speaking, I run Arch. Just regular vanilla Arch. Those cannibals are kind of like antelopes. Yeah, a minute. Uh-oh. Come on. Yeah, I've been using Linux for so long that I've become very opinionated about it, but I'm also done fighting with my computer, and I've had so many issues on this Lenovo Legion that I'm just sick of it. So if it works and doesn't break, then happy camping. And if it does break, I've got another OS on a different drive I can fall back on, which is why it was so important for me to put that SSD in there. I wanted to have a backup option with all my stuff installed. Gosh, the footsteps. He's not a man, another man can't love. Believe me, feel like at the end of the where your pantyhose, sing the chorus, and it goes. I'm Slim Shady, or some the real Shady. Are you on the Slim Shady? Is it just imitating? So want the real Slim Shady? Please stand up. Fucking lighter getting stuck on everything is so annoying. Fucking kidding me? Oh, there's that. Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. It's like I said, I've got like super high tolerance to stuff like this, and yet this game still gets me. The only horror game, other than like maybe Phasmophobia, used to make me pretty nervous. That's pretty much it, though. This game is fucking with my psyche. Because I believe the less sanity you have, the apparitions appear more consistently. But don't worry, that's what we got the crack here for. Good God Almighty. Yeah, it's really good. It's one of the better horror games I've played. It's just, like I said, nerve-wracking. Not really sure what I'm looking for here. Oh, I can light this? Oh, yeah. I hear a baby crying, so I wonder if it's got something to do with that. I find this game to be ultra confusing, though. Supposed to show a mirror in the house, and yet it shows nothing. Oh yeah, he just disappeared. He's here somewhere.
Just completely cheese this game. It's still in early access, but it's really difficult.
Oh yeah.
So I just we're supposed to like battle this pirate ship, and I just ran like right past it and like straight up onto the shore and jumped out of my boat.
Epic. I don't have a candle for that. Whoops. Nice to see you again, Aqua. Every time I fucking walk up here, I hear that shit. Hello, Ryan. Yeah, imagine hearing them like totally cut up too, because you'll hear footsteps and shit all around the place. Pretty bad. Very spoopy. Very good to hear, Ron. Very good to hear indeed. Okay, we'll go back down here. Well, Tomboy, Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you again. Don't worry, this isn't going to be played for too long. At this point, I have no idea where the fuck to go, so I'll just switch off. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Every time I fucking play this game, this shit happens. I don't know where the fuck to go. Oh, let's sing the chorus. And it goes. I'm Slim Shady or something. Well, I don't usually like looking up tutorials for shit like this, but I have to at some time. Alright. Well, that runs very well. Alright, Tomboy, I appreciate it. Thank you. Look forward to it, man. Let's see. I'm too brain dead to play Outlast still. See you, my friend. And of course, and it goes. I'm Slim Shady, you're some real shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating what don't the real Slim Shady. Please stand up. Why did I use Arch instead of something based on Arch? Because Vanilla Arch had everything I needed. Ryan, it is Ubuntu 2604. Which, okay, you haven't been here for this. Anyway, I took my Samsung 990 Pro out of my other computer and put it in this. So, I've got a Windows partition for the shit that I need in there, and then I've got a Linux partition. Now, the unfortunate truth is, there's only a handful of distros that support Secure Boot properly out of the box without it being a headache. That's Ubuntu, Linux Mint, which crashes on my system, Fedora, and then like Bazzite. So what I was going to do is install Bazzite. That was my intention, but the installer would not load at fucking all. And I needed to get this shit done because I wanted to test some of these games. I tested in Windows out, and it was like, I mean, I had to pick something, and I decided to just try Ubuntu, and all the issues I had with it when it first came out are not happening. So I'm starting to wonder if some of the issues I was having are related to my iGPU. Super responsive. Both of my monitors are running very smoothly. I've got it kitted out with everything I need. But yeah, CatchyOS's kernel performs worse on every computer that I've owned. Not to mention some of the things about Cache I'm not a big fan of. There are some things I really do like what? Oh. Well, baby, I ain't no mind reader. I like the automatic snapshotting. I think those are set up very well. Hmm? You mean to change them? Yes, I see that. Alright, AFK for a second. I gotta change the baby, but still here. Oh, Mark, you heard is super opinionated. I am a Hyperland, so I wouldn't use it for a simple reason. But simultaneously, if I was ever going to use Hyperland, it would definitely be in Vanilla Arch. The only Arch-based distro that I really like that I found to be reliable was in. And guess what? That's pretty much just Vanilla Arch with minimal changes. So at that rate, it seemed it was worth Vanilla Arch, and I fell in love with it. Used it for a long time. Still my favorite distro. But setting up Secure Boot on Arch is a pain in the ass. So, and also, I'm just getting tired of KDE. I wanted to try it. Ooh, there you go. I wanted to. Nice. Works very well. Oh, I gotta throw your diaper away. Ugh. Also, I'm a big fan of Ubuntu's documentation. It's some of the simplest, easy to parse docs out there. I miss the days of running through Ubuntu forum post. Always possible to find a solution. Super easily, though. That is cool to hear, man. Yeah, pretty much. I need two things out of my computer. I want performance in the games that don't run well in Linux, which unfortunately on my 5060 are a lot of them. I've one-to-one comparison tested them. I gain between 10 to 30 FPS in super intense games on Windows versus Arch. Not to mention they don't crash because the shared memory algorithm in Windows is excellent. I also wanted to learn FL Studio with all the plugins, and I know FL Studio works in Linux, but not all the plugins work. I don't want to limit my music journey to something like that. And thirdly, me and my wife have been talking about playing Call of Duty again, so well, I have to use Windows for that. And since Call of Duty requires secure boot, I just went ahead and installed it, and that's why Ubuntu seemed like the reasonable choice here, because secure boot support is excellent. That's pretty much how we ended up on all this. I was going to honestly take a break from Linux for a while because I've had so many issues these past 2 or 3 months, but I just couldn't do it. But I also knew that I didn't want to give up having a secondary operating system that I could do everything else on. So I snatched my 1TB 990 Pro out of the other computer, like I said, and I installed it in this laptop, and now I do not have to. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I've got the best of both worlds, and I've got everything on Windows set up. So say Ubuntu ever did break, I had to reinstall, or I wanted to test out Pop! OS 2604 when it drops, I can just do that. I don't have to worry about anything. So it seemed like the perfect compromise, and this is the best dual boot setup that I've ever personally had. So Linux got the faster but older NVMe, and Windows got the newer but slower NVMe. And then I've got a 2TB USB-C SSD that's split down the middle, 1TB NTFS, 1TB ext24. Is Black Ops 3? No, I'm pretty sure the only Call of Duties that require secure boot are Black Ops 7 and Warzone. Because Warzone is matched up with whatever the latest game is after they come out. So if the next COD has secure boot has to be on, then Warzone just inherently gains that. Which is stupid. I would prefer to have secure boot off, but you know, what are you gonna do? Gotta fucking. I mean, I've not had any issues with it. I can say that in Linux or in Windows, it works. So maybe not something I should necessarily be against. Yeah, it looks like Black Ops 3 works fine in Linux. People are playing with Proton Standard Catchy OS. Matter of fact, I see more people playing with Proton's Catchy OS than anything else. And apparently those old CODs run much better if you enable NT-Sync. Ubuntu has NT-Sync enabled out of the box, which is really cool. It's the first distro other than Bazelite that I've used that does that. And all you have to do is add a launch variable in the settings for the game that you're looking at, and you're good to go. And in Lutris, of course, you can toggle on NT-Sync. But yeah, both of my screens are smooth. Like, Windows 11's dual monitor support is so dog shit. It works. Works a hell of a lot better than the iGPU one. But the documentation that you'll find online about people complaining about the same very issues that I have are maddening. But I just kind of have to deal with it because I need both screens, especially if I'm running Ubuntu. I don't have the ability to pin my stream chat in a transparent window like I do in KDE, so logically just need the second monitor. And I prefer having 2 screens anyway because sometimes I want to watch something while I stream, or I have to message somebody, you know, so on and so forth.
Can't you use KDE on Ubuntu?
Well, they have Kubuntu, but I think Kubuntu 2604 fucking sucks. And I'm not the type of person to install another desktop environment over one that's already there, and then have multiple terminals, file explorers, all that stuff. And then it's virtually impossible to actually completely strip out the other desktop environment, especially if any of it is tied to the system whatsoever. So it's just like a major
Especially if
pain.
it's no. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Remember when I installed like fucking I don't even remember what it was. I tried to install like some tweak tool to make my desktop look different or some shit, and it installed the whole DE.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I'm still mad about that. Oh, by the way, chat, we have a theme song now thanks to Fat Tony from the Discord.
Yeah, big up. Misa come true like apocalypse.
Um,
Bombard.
he pretty much transcribed messages that I put in the Discord chat and used AI to turn it into a song.
Pull up.
The Jamaican guy singing his Jar Jar, talking about being gay.
Okay,
It's so good.
on stream. Bombard.
Yeah, Aqua, assuming that I don't have any issues, then the only situation, well, because I have to have the secure boot shit, so I'm not gonna switch to Fedora because Fedora's NVIDIA support fucking blows for me. I had like such a terrible experience with it. And I really like Bazite, but I still do prefer the more open systems, despite the fact that I think Immutable is really cool. Like, the only time I might consider switching to something else, maybe Pop! OS 2604 when it drops, if the reviews are good, if there's documentation to support the fact that the iGPU, or not the iGPU, the memory leaks are fixed. And of course I would rather be on Pop with Cosmic than Ubuntu with GNOME, but I've been burned by Pop 2404. Yeah, it's in the main chat. I just took it and added it as a media source on OBS because I thought it was funny. Yeah, I would never daily drive Catchy. Like I said, there's some things I like about it, but I mostly dislike it. And once again, it being Arch-based makes the secure boot stuff way more difficult. Like, you have to manually set up and configure secure boot, and that's not fun. Not fun at all. Extra gay flows. But I've literally got the best of both worlds, so I've got a lot of the same games installed in Windows also. And I'm not going to limit myself to bad performance in Linux just because, like, the games I know run better, considerably better, not like 5 or 10 FPS, generally I don't care about that, but like RE9 running at 90 FPS versus 60. You know, of course I'd rather play that in Windows. And I can finally use Heroic again as my main UMU front end since I have the iGPU disabled. And I can't say definitively. I certainly hope this isn't the case. But, like, what was I gonna say? I haven't had any issues with the iGPU being disabled. Everything's smoother. Performance is better. And so far, VRAM hasn't been an issue. But, once again, it's never really an issue in Windows anyway, because the shared memory pool. And Linux, not all aspects of Proton and all engines work with a shared memory pool. So a lot of games will just flat out crash or not play at all. So I'm actually using 2.5 gigs of video memory. GNOME Shell is not memory leaking though, which is good. So why is Molved? I mean, it's closed, but it's still rendering the GUI. Discord's using 200 megabytes. OBS, I'm encoding on the iGPU. Super busted that I can still use my iGPU for streaming, even though it's disabled. Steam Web Helpers of Memory Hog, of course, and then Heroic. Yeah, I really love Ubuntu's GNOME implementation. It's like the first time I've enjoyed using GNOME in like 10 years. Although Cosmic would be fucking lit for dual monitors, it would be so perfect. But memory leak compositor, man, it's a huge turnoff. But yeah, I'm tired of testing other distros. I don't want to fucking... There's a reason I haven't been streaming that much recently. It's because this shit's been a real pain in the ass. And I just have to swallow my pride and have a Windows install, honestly, so that I can actually have the best experience possible between both. And I just started realizing that I spent $1,200 on this computer. Like, this is my computer for God knows how long. This is what I got. And Why deal with all of the issues for no reason? Like I want to get the frame rates that I should be getting. So until this NVIDIA driver becomes more optimized, I just can't get those frame rates in a lot of games on Linux. I know it's a new card, but just one of those things. One can it tells I come up on the rip. Well, here's the thing. Ubuntu, I like Ubuntu. I've always liked it. I don't like certain things they've done with snaps and replacing apt commands with snap installs. But the truth of the matter is, I can just remove all that. So when you compare apples to apples, I can make this just as I want it, regardless, in like 5 minutes. I don't think I should have to do that. But if it works, and I get the up-to-date NVIDIA driver and a stable system, then maybe it's worth that. In the same way that despite the fact I fucking can't stand Microsoft, it's still worth having Windows 11 installed because I have a use for it. And I haven't had a use for Windows in so long. Like, this is the first time in so fucking long that I actually needed it because I bought this audio interface and I want to record. I mean, I have intentions of making an album. And I want the best software possible for that and the most amount of tools. Like, that's super important to me because I spend my dream to go back and re-record all of my music for 10, 11, 12, 13 years. Although GNOME doesn't recognize my screen resolution properly, which is definitely annoying. But then again, Cosmic also had that issue. Well, yeah, no, I would say that GNOME apps and Windows 11, like GNOME and Windows 11 are both very clean, rounded desktop environments, which I really like. Oh yeah, Chad, I was gonna play, for those of you that haven't heard it, I gotta take the kids to the bus stop soon, but I'm gonna play this until then. But I did record an album that is 5 tracks long. It's about being gay. And I know a few of you have heard it, but to give a little bit of a presentation here. One day I will upload this with some retarded videos or something. I hope you enjoy it. It's so bad. I'm so gay. I wanna fuck your face. Polarize Mountain and start talking to your partner. Lick up on him, caucus.
Bitches gonna get down till they can't no more. Cause I wanna fuck 'em because I am a whore. All I know is that I really wanna bust, but I can't do it cause I got a dick up inside my butt. And I really wanna come, but everybody knows that I'm bust. And I fill it up with filibuster. All I know is that I got a fucking filibuster. I wanna put my dick up inside his butt, but I can't do it cause he's about to bust a big fat nut. Yeah, call me Slim Shady except I'm fat. And I wanna fuck a guy in his ass.
Oh, by the way, Chad, I'm not actually gay. I know it probably gets real confusing sometimes, but I like
What
pussy,
now?
okay? Promise. Right now. Wanna fuck a guy in his ass.
I just realized I still had my microphone on mute.
Epic.
Oops. Yep.
But I wanna bust it, yeah. I'm so gay. I wanna fuck your face. Yeah, it's hard and fast. A fucking semen. This is a pretty nice looking game. Ooh, I just popped my neck in like 7 different places. Lick up on them caucus. Come down. Come down. Come down. I want to bust a big fat nut. But I can't no more. Because I am a whore. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Look up on them caucus.
The earth is waiting. You'll all pay. The forest craves silence.
I got a fucking big fat nut.
The
cock in his ass.
From the dark. Take your children. No.
Gosh, dude, just stop talking. I don't give a shit.
$10 of yours. I'll
Walk then, whore. Fuck, get off my screen. But I want to fuck a guy on his ass. That's disappointing. You can't run her over. Man, did we for the first time in like 8 months find an actually high quality HIO game? Man, this thing is having trouble climbing this tiny little hill. Look up on him, caucus. Wanna fuck your face. I don't remember leaving this parked back here. Okay. Yeah, KD is really good now. I much prefer it to KD5. How about that, Chuck? By the way, Chuck, thank you for the away screen song.
Big up. Mesa come true like apocalypse. Bombard. FL studio on the rhythm.
Oh, dude, can't do a single Gaming and Linux stream without KD being mentioned. It is the GOAT. Hey, you can't find the song, Aqua, because it's AI. He quite literally created that based on things I said in my chat and made it sound like Jar Jar, but in a Jamaican voice. Ron, you could do what my fat ass brother does and look at pictures of food. He sucks. But I want to fuck a guy in his ass. Busted, yeah. I'm so gay, I wanna fuck your face. Yeah, it's honestly embarrassing, dude. Like, I understand if you're, like, really hungry and you're about to go get food, maybe look at a menu or something. But how do you vicariously be a fat ass through your phone?
Hey there, Ivanic. Holy shit, what a fucking mess. Yo, Serega, do me a solid, man. I left my fucking pliers back at the workshop, and that's a 40-mile haul from... Thanks, bro. You are like...
Yeah, what he said. But I wanna fuck a guy in his ass. Yeah. Also, yeah, I wanna fuck your face. Coming in the ass, motherfucker, busted really fucking fast. I do have a new song I'm working on though, chat. I'll play it as I do these things I have to do real quick. I really like it. Took me about 15 minutes to write, and then I spent 45 minutes experimenting, trying to reorganize lyrics and stuff. See, this is the problem with that delay. Is it's very difficult for me to keep time, hearing myself like slightly behind. It's not the version with the vocal.
Just came up with an
Idea. We'll just watch this guy T-pose for a minute.
Practice take.
Alright, let's do this.
It's not my time. And sons, I hope you have a good life. I know you'll fight the good fight, and so I know you'll do it right. I know that you will see the light, and so
Fucker, go back off.
girls, I hope you have a good life.
Oh, there it is.
And that
Get up, buddy.
you find
Up for school.
right
Riley. Load. Get up. Get up. Right back.
and even see the light. Please do see the truth. Please don't weep, 'cause he is coming soon. Then you will see the truth, and so mind the soul binds and whole. Try not so, not be whole. Kids, I know you'll make it out right. I know I had a good wife, and
Glorious T-pose that guy's got going on. The lighting is perfect.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Riley. Come on. Get up. Get ready. Here. Don't flip off the bit. Here, take your shirt.
Ubuntu on a MacBook. Nice.
Ubuntu what?
Whatever MacBooks are notoriously hard to get Linux onto and working.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you have to, well, if you've got one of the new ones, you have to have one that supports the ARM shit, which is more complicated. What's that? Oh, today. I'll be sure to get you some. We gotta be careful. Buy a lot of shit. Get put your arm through. Here. Lift. Big show. Eat. There you go. All right, stand up. Pull up. Go. Good. This won't take long. Damn, version 11. Yeah, I fucking love Ubuntu's UI. Get back. Make sure you get your shoes on. Find them. We'll make it out right. And so you'll be okay. All right, and as I usually do when I go down here, because I will come back and finish the stream after, but we'll play. Get your shoes on. I will play my other music. I won't be gone long. Bus has been showing up super early, so this will be easy. Hurry up, buddy.
Why did I sleep, honey, on you? While the fire that's burning ensues, breaking your heart may be the goal. Well, now the flames are dashing and the blue lights flashing on you. So next time when we may fight, you can take a swing at me with all your might. But please don't hate me, I'm sorry. You'll never have to see again a fire as big as packing love for you. In me, it's falling down. The love for you that I once sadly misplaced, except for when I dream. Maybe I could run away down a big blue street in a world not justified in a stupor of rage. And maybe I could even dream we did not meet this fate. So I will run away. Yeah, I could just run away.
said I beg pardon to this. It was the life worth living with simple tastes. The dream of growing old we'd missed, and now the pain has gone away. Till then I'll have to go to sleep. Or maybe I could run away down the big blue street in a world not justified in a stupor of hate. And maybe I could even dream we did not meet this fate. So I will run away. Yeah, I could just run away from this. The pain is overwhelming me. I just want to love and maybe live in peace. Two truths that never even came close to blessing me, except for when I dream. Maybe I could run away down the big blue street in a world not justified in a stupor of rage. And maybe I could even dream we did not meet this fate. So I will run away. Yeah, I could just run away. Maybe I could run away down a big blue street in a world not justified in a stupor of hate. And maybe I could even dream we did not meet this fate. So I will run away. Yeah, I could just run away from this. Yeah, I could run away. Yeah, I could just run away from this. Yeah, I could run away. Yeah, I could just run away. Yeah, I could run away. Maybe I could run away. Yeah, the screams echo through the hole. I need to prove I'm not what you think I am. And you better believe it when I say I'm about to hang myself and leave this pain behind. Yeah, leave it all behind. Why can't this ever end? sitting wondering why you made me do this. I loved you endlessly, yeah, unconditionally. And you should have believed it when I said we're about to end this shit and leave this thing behind. Leave it all behind. Why can't this ever end?
There we go.
So, kids glad it's Friday.
What's glad it's Friday?
Oh, were the kids glad it's Friday?
Oh. Not as excited as I would have expected.
I always was.
Yeah, well, you know, it's impossible to hear sucking noises, Chuck, when the mic is totally disabled. Today. Alright. It was. Literally muted in OBS as a source. It's impossible for you to hear anything. Matter of fact, when I sit down, you can hear me press the button. You can't hear it. You can see me press it 3 times to switch back to that. So it was gone. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe somebody in this game was sucking cock. I don't know. Maybe you imagined it. I don't know.
Actually,
Here,
yes, he
let's
did
test it again.
keep those into-
See? Okay, let's see if we can finish this up real quick. That's very possible. Although I believe only one being transcends space and time. Definitely not me. So it's not possible. Shouldn't have said that. I'm going to finish this up real quick. No, it's God. By extension, Jesus. And then the Holy Spirit. Jar Jar traveled through space and time.
He's not T-posing anymore. What the hell?
Yeah, I know, it's lame. I agree with you there. The fictional Sith Lord of Star Wars, yes, he has been pulling the strings for fucking ever. And honestly, Disney wanted to save Star Wars. They would make that the plot of the next movie. But they're not gonna. I know what to tell you, Rixie. It's happening. And it's gonna be dog shit. But it's happening. Also, the bloom is so bright that I can't even see what I'm saying to this guy. By the way, Jared, can I can get more plugins, right, from like third-party sources and use them in FL Studio?
Yeah, VST and VST3. There's a ton of free ones online. Check out
Okay.
MT Power Drum Kit.
Yeah, that's what I specifically want, is because the drums in FL Studio sound way too digital for me. Just not for the type of music I use.
Like a techno drum set, the built-in ones. But yeah, that one is just a sample. It plugs right in, and it works great. And it even comes with like little click and drag beat loops that you can
Cool.
weave together and cool stuff with.
And you said it's called Most Powerful Drum Kit?
I think it's MT Power Drums.
Okay. I can go ahead and download this to my drive. MT Power Drums tool.
Let me know if that pops up. I think that's what it is.
I see from KVR Audio.
Possibly.
Oh, there's a version of it for Linux. That's interesting. Eventually, I would like to install my version of FL Studio and just see what it is capable of. But okay, so I need the VST, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, VST or VST3 if they have it.
Yeah, they do. 64-bit too. Cool. Okay, and I'll put that in the free download manager folder right there. And 60 megabytes for good drum samples is nuts. I wonder why, having used Windows 11 for the past few days on another drive, I've like learned to reappreciate some things about it, but there's just some things that have not worked properly in Windows 11 since it came out that were not issues in Windows 10, of course, but you know, why make your OS better when you can make it worse? And the dual monitor thing is really bad.
We've seen Microsoft's little statement that they put out. It's like a recommitment to quality.
Yeah, you can already just accomplish that with fucking Rufus pretty much. If they want to fix something that would make me happy, they would make DWM not a bottleneck piece of shit. Because, like, I'm starting to really think that Wayland is the best display manager on any operating system. Maybe Max is good. I've never fucking used a modern Mac, so I don't know, but DWM on Windows 11 sucks. And it didn't used to be that way. Windows 10 ran fine. But what happens when you make an OS that's that fucking heavy? And Windows 10 is or Windows 11 is definitely a resource hog. Not as bad as I thought, though.
It's just a Linux window manager.
Now, there might be a Wayland or Xorg manager called that, but Windows' display manager is called DWM. I think it just stands for Display Window Manager, so I wouldn't be surprised if other things use that name too. But you look it up, and people have been complaining about Windows 11 having shitty dual screen support for years, and it's really bad. Like, if I want to display an app in full screen on my left screen, it'll totally fuck up my right screen. Whereas in Linux, at least Ubuntu, it won't fuck up my other screen, and it works in some games. Other games it doesn't. I think it's just because how this computer's wired up more than anything, and the fact that they're different refresh rates and resolutions. But in Windows, it'll fuck everything up. So I have no choice but to play all of my games in borderless windowed mode in Linux with my setup. But damn, I gotta say, despite it being a piece of shit, gaming performance is oh so good. ANKit, wherever could you have gotten that idea? Welcome, by the way. I swear I recognize your name. This is like some stalker Shadow Chernobyl level voice acting right here.
I thought gaming was impossible in Linux.
I swear I recognize that name. Not too many people named ANKit out there. Yeah, little did they know that it's just better a lot of the time. And to be fair, there are some games. Yeah, you realize that 50% of my audience used to be Indians. Very common on the No Viewers channel. Huge fan base from India.
Linux is pretty popular in India in general, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, I think that's one reason why so many people from India come to the channel, is because very popular. Honestly, think it's more popular over there than it is over here.
Quite possible.
I mean, maybe not like in total numbers, but like overall mass in a area of people, like more.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many people live in India compared to America, but all right, 670. Head home. Okay, thank God I don't have to do any more of those dumbass boxes that were so fucking annoying. Also, this game has some Ubisoft ass driving in it. And you know a game I've wanted to play though recently? Fucking Ghost Recon Wildlands. I've just been craving playing that for some reason. It is such a good game. I don't even know if that game works in Linux. Didn't used to. Oh, I do have all of the Halo games installed in Windows also, so next time you're around and I'm not so close to bed, I'm ready to play it.
Right on. I got the weekend off. My sister's wedding is on Sunday, but I'll be free until then.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't think I have anything happening this weekend. Damn, dude, this fucking driving sucks. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. I was about to say, if I got soft locked because of that, I would uninstall. Okay, if I don't find my home in like the next 3 minutes, I'm just gonna fucking crash this shit. Oh. I love the stock sound effect Unity driving sound. It's been burned into my mind. Barbarin, Barbarin, I wanna Barbarin. All right, can I save it? Probably not. All right, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it because I got to get back up and get the kids from school. But I will be live later. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Rixie, I hope to see around you more, man. Miss having you in the streams. But until then, stay safe. Hasta luego.